Alright, here we go. The names that ring strange, and I like games. The good, the bad, the ones that are plain strange. Used to go out and raise the dead, now I just play Nintendo instead. I'm going back again, I'm buying them all, even if it takes me selling my soul. Oh, oh, motherfucker, oh, 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 oh. Mortal motherfucking Kombat. It ain't the deepest fighting game in the genre, but love it or hate it, 25 years later, its name is still relevant today. You gotta respect that. I grew up with the franchise, and personally, I'm a huge fan. Alright, maybe I'm a bad example, just fucking take a look at how I turned out. I grew up with the Mortal Kombat franchise, I'm well into my 30s now, and just take a look at my fucking Instagram and Snapchat or Facebook accounts, and you can see how hectic and fucked up and crazy I am as an individual. Yeah. I mean, you totally don't have to if you don't want to. I mean, that wasn't a shameless self-promotion for all my separate social media accounts. But, yeah. Or you totally can check them out. What were we talking about? The point I'm trying to make is back in the day, people were outraged by how violent Mortal Kombat was. They didn't know what the fuck to make of it. The poor game was always used as a bullshit, uneducated scapegoat by politics in the 90s, because the game's main attraction were the ways the characters could execute each other after each match. Now, y'all ain't stupid, but what the fuck? When the hell did I start saying y'all? What the hell's wrong with you people? Why are you watching this shit? What the fuck? Oh, anyway, in case you've never played a Mortal Kombat game before, I'm talking about the Fatalities. And also, fun fact, this lame-ass monologue that's wasting all of you guys' time is, like, well into 2 pages of the script so far. There's, like, probably thousands of videos on YouTube and other channels that can give you a history lesson on Mortal Kombat. So go look for them. I'm too fucking lazy for all of that editing and shit. So let's just get right into today's episode. We're gonna take a look at some of the cool, /lazy, /gross, /funny, /fucked up fatalities from Mortal Kombat. I probably wasn't supposed to say all those slashes, but hey, that's what the script told me to say. Now there's been about 10 or 11 main games in the series, but for this episode, we're gonna mainly stick to the original 2D games, and maybe Mortal Kombat 4 briefly. Nothing against the later games, like Deception, or the recent reboots that came out that are fucking incredible, by the way. The older games came out at a time when Mortal Kombat just surprised the fuck out of everyone. We just didn't expect it. We had Street Fighter, but you couldn't rip each other's heads off and shit. People ripping out hearts, and not metaphorically like a bitch cunt ex-girlfriend or anything like that. Punching off heads, electrocuting people, and then finding out Scorpion was actually a dead guy. Fucking amazing. Sub-Zero ripping off somebody's head with the spine still attached is probably one of the most memorable ones from the first game. Everybody was talking about it. I mean everybody. Going back 25 years ago, because that's how old this game is, I'm still wondering why a character with ice powers doesn't have an ice-related fatality. But fuck it, ripping off someone's head with your bare hands and having the spine attached is pretty fucking hardcore. So anyway, let's move on to Mortal Kombat 2, my personal favorite. Holy ass, did I spend a lot of time playing this game at the arcade across the street from my mom's house growing up. Again, we don't need a history lesson, so let's just go right into the fatalities. Yes, I know, new to the series and part 2 is the friendships and babalities and all that other crazy shit, but this episode is all about the fatalities, ya motherfuckers. Everything in Mortal Kombat 2 was bigger, better, and badder. Not like the old school WrestleMania tagline, and also not like my dick. but possibly bigger, better, and badder, like my huge ghetto booty. You want to talk about that? Alright, sit down, kids. I got a quick story for you. All of us at the tattoo shop I work at shared a booth at a recent tattoo convention in New Hampshire. That's me right there, dressed as Deadpool next to the T-Rexes. Holy fuck. Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was that big? Damn, girl. You should see my motherfucking booty drop skills. But hey, that is a story for another day. Anyway, everyone in Mortal Kombat 2 has 2 fatalities this time. A step from everyone only having 1 in the first game. The blood and gore was turned way the fuck up for the sequel. There's disembowelments, fucking limbs and guts flying all over the place. Fucking Scorpion slicing people in half with his grappling spear, or whatever the hell it's called. Or Johnny Cage ripping people in half with his bare hands, without the bottom torso leaving the ground. How the fuck does that work? Cage isn't even that big of a guy, yet he has the massive strength and, I don't know, torque to just swiftly tear someone in half? And just who in the name of fuck has 3 fucking heads inside their bodies like that for his uppercut fatality? What in the pink hell? Just kidding, that's pretty funny. It's one of the game's many Easter eggs. Mortal Kombat 2 also introduced the 2 palette swap ninja broads, Melina and Kitana, for the first time. They're both pretty hot, but I gotta go with Melina because she's purple. My favorite color. Plus, Melina always seemed like she's the crazier of the 2, so yeah. Hello. Woman always had my heart. So here, when she unmasked to eat people for one of her fatalities, we see Melina is pretty deformed and ugly as fuck. Yeah, I would totally still hit it. Kitana cuts people's heads off while she kisses them and makes them implode. Like that guy that turns into the big fat fuck from Big Trouble in Little China. How many times did I just say the word big? What? Do I even proofread this shit? This fucking script sucks, right? I know. Ugh. Another new character is the black guy, named after a delicious cheesy snack you can get at your local grocery store. For one of Jax's fatalities, he rips off people's arms. But they're still alive. Look at, they're just standing there. Huh, oh my god, somebody get that man a hand. Laugh my ass off, get it? Shut up and laugh. They must have listened to us bitching about Sub-Zero's non-ice fatality before, because both his fatalities in Mortal Kombat 2 are ice-related this time. I have no idea how a snowball can make somebody's torso explode, but it's pretty fucking awesome. Besides Johnny Cage's uppercut decapitation and Scorpion's flame breath, there's other returning fatalities too, like Liu Kang's lame kung fu spin kick punch thing, I don't know. But then he comes back with his other fatality and turns into a fucking dragon and totally redeems himself. Fucking amazing. Speaking of transformations and shit, Shang Tsung, the boss from the first one, is back as a playable character this time. And for one of his fatalities, he turns into fucking Kintaro and punches you in half. This was a secret for a long time, which sounds ridiculous now with the internet and everything, but you gotta remember, back then, there was no way to know all these moves and combinations, except for word of mouth or gaming magazines that came out once a month. And now today, you can just look them up right away online, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with getting with the times. But it was just so cool in the old days having seen all these cool little secrets done for the first time in the arcade, and not everyone knowing how to do it. It made all the cool little Easter eggs like that more valuable in a way. I don't know. Yeah, you just had to be there, I guess. To see someone turn into one of the game's unplayable bosses for a fatality was fucking awesome. I remember like 35 people crowding around the arcade cabinet for their turn waiting to play, you know, putting up their quarters. Suddenly someone does the Kintaro fatality, and we all shit our fucking pants. It was beautiful. Well, anyway, let's move on to Mortal Kombat 3. First, I gotta get something out of my system. Why in the name of Danzig did they think it was a good idea to make a Mortal Kombat game without Scorpion? It's fucking Scorpion. Are you fucking kidding me? We've got Sub-Zero at least. But nope, Scorpion's off masturbating in hell or something like that for Mortal Kombat 3 apparently. This time around, the Cyber Ninja guys, Sector and Cyrax, take the place for the palette swap characters, I guess. And Robot Smoke has Scorpion's harpoon move, but you know what? No, that's still not good enough, assholes. They did eventually come to their senses and released an upgraded version of Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate, that had Scorpion, Reptile, fucking Ermac for the first time, Melina, and all the other chick ninjas. You get the idea. So, here we go. On to the fucked up fatalities in Mortal Kombat 3. I just had to get that Scorpion outburst out of my way. We're good. We're good now. I can breathe. The third game is where things started to get goofy as fuck. And I gotta tell you, it is goddamn wonderful. This time, we'll start with the bag of cheesy deliciousness that gets orange shit all over your fingers when you eat them. Jax has robot arms now, and he slices people like a ton of times, but of course, they just fall into 4 perfectly sliced pieces. Fake as shit. And then for his other fatality, he grows Godzilla size and steps on you. What in the fuck? They say he's got to go, 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 Godzilla! That was a Blue Oyster Cult reference. You're welcome. Alright, what else? We got Kano pulling a complete skeleton out of somebody's mouth. Okay. Liu Kang can morph into an arcade cabinet. What the hell? What the hell's going on here? When Reptile eats his victim, you can see the hands still floating next to the hips. Look at that. Clearly the hands are just levitating there. Yet that pulled away is one complete part of the hitbox for the hips when he eats the hips. That's fucking hilarious. Lazy as hell, but fucking hilarious. So you're telling me, if someone's upper torso got blown off, but their arms were relaxed by their side, the hands would just be levitating next to their legs. Like that, right there. Fucking Mortal Kombat logic. Love it. I just love it. Then we got Scorpion calling in a bunch of other Scorpions, screen goes black, and they all take turns gangbanging the guy. Clear as day. Well, actually the screen's black, so clear as night, I guess. I'm kidding. They're not gangbanging him, they're obviously beating him to death. Fucking Robo Smoke shoves a bomb down your throat, or he blows up the entire planet. That's pretty fucking hot. I can relate. Side note, in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, there's Robot Smoke and Human Ninja Smoke. And Human Ninja Smoke's fatalities are kinda ass. Look at how many palette swap fucking ninjas are in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, actually. They got every color of the jolly fucking Lucky Charms rainbow. Like, so you're saying there's fucking 6 or whatever separate clans of ninja, but they all wear the exact same outfit, just different colors? Though I think Smoke was always a part of Sub-Zero's clan or something, right? Anywho, we got a bunch of new characters in here too. Cabal is fucking awesome. Dude runs around with a fucking Predator mask, and he slices people with hook swords. It's badass as hell. He takes the mask off and scares his opponent for one of his fatalities, and the ghost runs away. Brilliant as fuck. Bravo. Bra-fucking-vo. He probably ain't getting too much ass with a face like that, though. Unless, of course, he just happens to have an amazing personality. Which I'm sure he does. At first, back in 1995, I thought Stryker was lame as fuck. Like, playing as a cop in a fucking Mortal Kombat game? Seriously, man? Like, come on, fuck the po-po, right? But then, after you actually play as him for a while, he's goddamn awesome as hell. He's got fucking bombs, ninja moves, and he even pulls a machine gun out. Holy shit. But none of his fatalities involve the gun. How can someone survive a submachine gun barrage like that? And why the fuck do I care? It's a Mortal Kombat game. Oh yeah, actually, before I forget, Mortal Kombat 3 introduced animalities for the first time. Actually, for the only time. What the hell am I talking about? Animalities were supposedly a legendary rumor back from the Mortal Kombat 2 days. I think the rumor came from when Liu Kang turned into the dragon. People just must have built up a mythology around that. Anyway, Stryker turns into a neon T-Rex. Okay, hold on. If I got pulled over, and instead of giving me a ticket, the cop transformed into a giant fluorescent T-Rex, first I'd come, shit my pants, and then speed the fuck off. Jurassic Park style. All the main cast from the original release of Mortal Kombat 3 turn into neon animals, like Stryker. And the new old guys from the Ultimate version turn into little animated ones. Melina morphs into a skunk-ass hoe. I knew it, you little tramp. Katana's is basically based on that famous scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Amazing. Reptile turns into a monkey. What in the name of fuck? And Scorpion turns into a fucking penguin that lays explosive eggs. What in the ass? Whoa, 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 hold on. So Shiva's animality is turning into a scorpion because they took out Scorpion originally, but then they bring him back for the ultimate release, but uh-oh, we can't turn him into a scorpion, so yeah, let's make him turn into a psychopathic penguin. But then, in Mortal Kombat 4, let's make Scorpion turn into an actual scorpion for one of his fatalities, since there's no animalities in Mortal Kombat 4. And actually, you know what? Why don't we rewind a little bit to why Reptile turns into Donkey Kong's retarded step-monkey instead of any kind of fucking reptile? Or what if he turned into an actual human since he's, you know, a reptile? So, if he's basically an animal already, what I'm trying to say is, wouldn't that make him an animality by default from just simply existing? Whatever, who cares? Mortal Kombat has always been a lovable clusterfuck. Just like me. Hashtag unicorn douche. Alright guys, that's today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, you're probably expecting me to go out on a bang, right? Have Scorpion walk through the door, come in my room, and set me on fire or some shit like that? Yeah, as we all know, I'm lazy as fuck, so that's definitely not gonna happen. And, what do you think this is? The Friday the 13th episode I did a few years ago? You have any idea how long that took me to fucking edit alone? Yeah, that's not happening. Friday the 13th. Episode 13. Totally, you should check it out. You should totally check it out. God, sorry, I apologize. There's apparently something in my throat. And it's not a cock this time, so... Yeah, have a good one, and thanks for watching.